mind. Yes, they said I have acquired religion. Thank God, I have my noble spirit. I mean, my iron, my noble iron. So help me, Lord.
That means you are a mentor. All these are repeats after me.
Repeat after who? Are you crazy or something? Order your God! Where were you when I was saying that God just now? Who is in council for Mr. Sodium?
My lord, I am Barrister Agentum Silva. I stand in council for Mr. N. Sodium.
Then advise of let's take the oath and not waste time of this proceeding.
I will do just that, my lord. Mr. Sodium, please, I will advise you to comply with legal demands. Okay? Please remain calm and let your noble spirit, oh, sorry, my lord, sorry. I mean, let your ionic spirit guide you.
Yeah, he is my pet lawyer, and he doesn't know that I have a noble spirit. Whoever said that a lord will defend a commoner, it's not possible. I will not take it from any of you here. I'm disgusted. Please, Mr. Sodom, take the oath.
I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear
That all I shall say in this court.
that all I shall say in this court
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Who is in council for Madam Minnesota Blue Aqua?
Oh. My lord, I am a legal practitioner. As a matter of fact, I am a lawyer. And that means I am too learned. I am too learned. And you know, I was called to the bar in the year 1947. And ever since then, I have been representing people in this ignoble court.
What? Did I hear you well? I said, did I hear you well?
My lord, I said that I am Barrister Cooper's company. I am standing here to defend my client, Madam Unisol W. Apple. Madam, don't worry. It will be all right.
What is the cover?
Yes, my lord.
I hope you are sound in mind as well in health.
Oh, my lord, I am very sound. You can see I don't have any sore on my leg.
It's all right, we shall soon see to that. Yes, Madam Minister W. Aqua.
My lord.
Your name sounds so strange. By the way, what is the meaning of your names? And who are you in the first instance?
I am the most widely distributed substance on earth. In the atmosphere as dew. Part of the cloud as rain. On earth's surface, I appear as rivers, lakes, or salty seas. Under the ground, I am there. I form more than 70% of living tissues. Well, one funny thing is, I am hardly pure, except if I am distilled. And as for my names, Unison is the short form of universal solvent. And Aqua is the foreign form of my local name. Water. Please, for the bottle. My lord.
I see. Can you tell this honorable court what transpired the same day of the 27th?
My lord, I am a quiet old lady. I told you, I am hardly pure or alone. I am used to receiving visitors, and there are quite a number of them seeking solace at my refreshingly cool house, holding meetings in my banquet and conference hall. So, there was nothing extraordinary when I had a knock on my front door. In the evening of the said day, I was taking my bath in the bedroom. Of course, I am always wet. When I had the knock, I rushed out to open the door, for I do not like to keep my visitors waiting. Two men confronted me, my lord. I stepped aside to let them in. Mr. Adokegemi came in. And I cannot recollect how it happened, my lord. But
yes, go ahead, go ahead.
as Mr. Sodium was coming in, our bodies touched. Yes, our bodies touched. The next thing I knew was he struggling with me. I mean, he was struggling with me, my lord, shouting, darting from place to place with his new fine face. And at the same time, he was acting on me very vigorously.
My lord.
Do you have any question for Madam Aqua?
Of course, my lord, I have questions for her.
Let's have them, please.
Madam Uniso W. Aqua. I want to ask you, do you have witnesses for this highly doubtful story you are telling this noble court?
Yes, I have 3 witnesses.
Who are they?
Mr. Adonkiekemi,
One.
Miss Hydrogen, and Miss Oxygen.
Okay.
You see, Miss Hydrogen and Miss Oxygen are my house girls. While Miss Oxygen is the general house cleaner, Miss Hydrogen works in my inner chamber. Both of them rarely see each other. But when they do, they celebrate their meeting in a very violent and explosive manner that a bystander might get.
Madam Uniso W. Aqua. Please, can you go straight to the point and tell us their roles and involvements in the incidents of 23rd December 1997? And stop wasting the time of this noble court.
Well,
Stick to the point, madam.
well, as Mr. Sodium was acting on me, and very vigorously, I must add, there was the liberation of the very agile and light-weighted Miss Hydrogen from my inner chambers. As she rushed out and met with the authoritative and gay Miss Oxygen, their reaction started. It was all pomp and pageantry, one might say. And I know it was all bobs from their pom-pom to put me back in place. Indeed, it was a very violent display. Adokegemi was badly injured. All of them saw what happened.
Madam Uniso W. Aqua. I am highly surprised and disappointed that at your age, level of awareness, and consequential responsibility, you can stand before the highest court and dignitaries in our land to spin cooked stories. Madam Uniso W. Aqua, I put it to you that you connived with your notorious house heads to embarrass and falsely accuse my clients, Mr. Enso.
I protest!
Hold your peace! Hold your peace, madam. Hold your peace. Okay, you said Mr. Enso gave you a violent reaction, or was it action you said? Whichever one it is. Now I ask you, what was your own action or reaction?
My lord, I have never thought of it in that way.
Madam Minister, please answer the question.
Well, now that I am thinking about it, I think we both acted and reacted, but he was very violent and vigorous.
Madam Minister, now that you are thinking about it, I want to ask you, the violence and vigor of Mr. Sodium, which came first? I mean, was Mr. Sodium violently vigorous, or was he vigorously violent?
The honest members to please comport yourselves. This is my court, and I do not want any noise. Yes, go on with your answer, madam.
Well, all I can say is that one thing leads to the other. As Mr. Sodium invigorated me, I gave birth to Master Sodium Hydroxide, a boy as arrogant and dangerous as his father. Very corrosive. Laboratory quantitative analysis tests report that we are truly his parents. Look at him. Sodium
yes, can we have the evidence, please?
That is the medical report. The nurses do not even allow me to handle the baby, for he is a soluble base. All that are explained in the report.
I see. A soluble base is called an alkali. What work?
My lord.
Take it and mark it as if it's A. Barrister Silva, any more questions from
Just one last question, my lord. Madam Minister W. Aqua, I put it to you that you admire my client. In fact, you have an affinity for him. And now I ask you, have you had any contact with him prior to the incidents of 23rd December 19?
I object that, my lord. I object that. I object that. This is leading question. Another friend here is trying to put words in the mouth of my client. It's not fair. I can't take that.
Objection overruled.
Madam Aqua, please answer the question.
All these elements, you think you can intimidate me? Eh? Look at the medical report I gave to you. Take a good look at the medical report I gave to you. The quantitative analysis is included there. The mass of sodium hydroxide made on that day is over 4,000 grams. That is the meaning of the 100 mole. And all of them are explained in the report I gave to you.
Quiet, please.
Well, my respected and learned gentleman.
Yes?
There has never been anything like this before in any casual setting.
Casual setting, she says.
Order, call!
My lord, that will be all for now.
Any questions for Madam Aqua, Barrister Copper? I am asking any questions for Madam Aqua, Barrister Copper?
Why are you getting for me?
Barrister Copper, any question for Madam Aqua?
Yes, my lord. Any question for me?
Madam, you need sort of new aqua.
My lord.
How comfortable are you having Mr. Papa defend in this case? I mean, I can afford to join the case to enable you higher castle of rapings, at least a healthy one.
I like him. Let him do his best. But if he fails me, he is aware of how the ionic dihydrogen drives him out from our neighborhood. He lives just below her in the magnificent electrochemical series, ECS Road, in his ionic form. And as for his dispositions, I understand him, so he can go on.
Well, as you please. Any questions then for her, Marissa Copper?
My lord, none for now.
Yes, Mr. Sodium. You heard what Madam Aqua said. Is it true? All lies! Blatant lies! Always add my lord, Mr. Sodium. Always add my lord. Now let's have your own story. As you all know, my friend, what is it? My friend, I said always add my lord. This is my pot. Okay, go ahead. My lord. Better. I have poor eyesight. I depend on my friend, even though I have many contacts. I depend on my friend, I don't care, co-worker. Don't mind that name. He's also known as Kevin. For my directions, without which I cannot pick my way. Earlier, he said to me that Miss Chlorine is in town and he would like us to meet her. As you all know, if she frowns my face, we give you the table salt, your table salt. We are perpetually friends of the halogen family. Yes, the salt makers. How do you mean by we are? I mean all the occupants of the family one, periodic table road. Yes, I mean, you know, I see. Can you now give us your own story of what happened on that same day of December 1997? Yes. As you all know, it was Miss Chlorine we were going to see. When I don't care said he would like us to have an important meeting with Mrs. Aqua. You know, and you know, before she would leave, I don't care, would take me to meet with my friend. Chlorine for our normal electrovalent contract. Yes. But evidently he knocked on the door. The door sprang open. And as soon as he entered, I lost sight of his white coat. Someone had blocked my view. Wow. I stretched forth my hands to group my way in. And suddenly, I felt a wet mass throw itself at me. Wow. I became irritated. And scuttle ensued. Explosions here and there. Pop, pop, pop. What those little wedges did that day baffled me. I'm talking about Miss Hydrogen and the oxygen. They kept rearranging their madam after she was spent. That singular act irritated me the more. I became helpless and hopeless and even exhausted. How I remained and got back home that day is what I don't know. And as if that is not enough, I was arrested, accused, and charged before this ignoble court. I'm not taking it from them. It's me and them in this court. Order in the court! Mr. Silva, I understand how you feel. Mr. Silva, any questions for Madam Mr. Sodium?
My lord, point of order first, I am Barrister Copper. Mr. Sodium, are you aware that you have a son in the name of sodium hydroxide? That's not a question. Because I have so many partner claims on me that I have lost count of. Yes, for instance, it will be very difficult for you to differentiate my elder brother. Lila.
elect children from my own children, except through flame test. And as you all know, chemist here, that mine are always yellow in color.
Yes. Now, can you tell this honorable court the violence of your action to Madam Mother?
I have said, the violence is not mine. It was the reactions that was mine. And the irritation led to the figure we are talking about.
Mr. Sodio, I put it to you that you are a vicious liar. You arm yourself with all these facts. Connive with your friend just to go and assault my friend, Madam Aqua. My lord, that's all for now.
Any questions for him, Mr. Silva?
My lord, no questions for him for now.
Court clerk,
My lord,
let them step out.
Madam Aqua and Mr. Sodium, please step out.
Call the next witness.
Miss Oxygen, the firemaker.
Miss Firemaker Oxygen. Miss Oxygen.
My lord, Miss Oxygen is not his court today, but I got a statement from her, a letter from her.
Can you explain yourself?
My lord, I was considering her intrusive, flamboyant, and inflaming nature. And, my lord, many elements might be oxidized in her presence. And, my lord, considering the fact that you have a pipe with...
Is that why my pipe cannot light? I am asking you, is that why my pipe cannot light?
Madam, I'm sorry.
Stop that nonsense. I feel sorry by you, Mr. Copper. And I want to pray from you right now.
My lord,
Keep quiet, I'm talking. Do you think I'm affected by that arrogant activities of Miss Oxygen? Or do I have a song called Godozite? I am asking you. Not the apology.
my lord, I'm very sorry, but it all depends on the condition at stake.
Court clerk.
My lord.
This captain has accepted my minute of court. Call the next witness.
Mr. Don't Care Kemi.
I don't care, Kemi. Mr. I don't care, Kemi.
That was so dumb.
Yes, Mr. Don't Care Kemi. Can you tell this honorable court what transpired on the same day of December 1997 in your madam's house?
My lord, on that day, and about that time in question, I was escorting Mr. Sodium to Miss Gloria's house. On the
Mr. Kemi, are you okay? Are you okay, Mr. Kemi?
My lord, I hate to complain, but I must say that the most important witness in this court case today is suffocating as a result of the absence of Miss Oxygen in this court case. And my lord, I must add that it is a calculated attempt by my learned friend and colleague here to frustrate this case and thereby impair your sense of judgment. But don't worry, my lord, I anticipated it. I anticipated it. And as a result of that, I brought a canister of pure oxygen, fit only for human respiration.
Yes, thank you so much, so very, very much, Mr. Silva. I really admire your courage. Next, take this and make sure it gets to the witness.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Kemi, are you okay now?
my lord, I'm better.
Now go ahead.
As I was saying, I called on Madam Water to inform her about the impending meeting of the Salt Society in her house. When we got there, as the madam opened her door, I went in, not expecting Mr. Sodium to come after me immediately. Before I knew it, what happened dumbfounded me. There were sparks, explosions, shouts. My Lord, all the shouts out on that very day came from me. I woke up in the hospital with burns and bruises.
Well, it's all right, Mr. Kemi. Any questions for him, Barrister Copper?
Yes, my lord.
Please, the father.
Mr. Kemi, how long have you known Mr. Sodium?
Well, I have known him for a very long time now. Far back in my student days, though it was largely on photograph.
Mr. Kemi, I put it to you that you are lying. You armed yourself with your friend to go and assault my client, Madam Water. Your loose statements simply summarizes it all. And I want to quote you. As the madam opened the door, I went in. Not including myself following me. My lord, that's all for now.
Yes, Barrister Silva, let's have your own cross-examination.
Okay, Mr. Adonkia Kemi. Could it be true that you are not careful? I mean, you don't care for the outcome of your actions and reactions, as is suggested by your name.
Well, I care very much. In fact, Kemi is the best and short form of Ken is try, which is what I do every day. I try, but my adversary said I am not careful enough. In fact, that name was imposed upon me.
Okay, you said you have known Mr. Sodium for long, only in pictures.
Yes.
What would have been responsible for that?
Well, far back during my student days, we never took any excursion to see Mr. Sodium, nor was he invited in our class. But our teacher used to bring Mr. Sodium's photograph and a picture called the periodic table. It is through these photographs and tables that we learn things about him and others like him.
My lord, you can now see that he knows little not much about my
Barrister
client.
Silva, audience, please.
Okay.
Because of time constraints, I want the two barristers here to please summarize your cases.
Okay.
I'll call upon Barrister Copper to please do yours.
My lord,
Witness, please step out.
I maintain that Mr. Kemi Adokia and Mr. Sodium connived to go and assault my client, Madam Water. A case of rape is established here. The violence and the reaction and its consequence, a vibrant ball, Master Sodium hydroxide. Here, Mr. Kemi said that he has known Mr. Sodium only on pictures, which is called the periodic table. That is the black and white photographs. And the colored ones called the electrochemical series. My lord, that Mr. Kemi had these injuries are just the consequences of natural actions. And my lord, I want to put this to you, that any man, anybody who is foolish enough to touch the lion by his tail should be ready and courageous enough to face these consequences. With this, my lord, I raise my case.
Yes, Barrister Silva, let's have your own summary.
My lord, I still maintain that my client, Madam Mr. A. Sodium, is not guilty of the offense. And that Madam Minister W. Aqua connived with her knowledge that she was not properly dressed. In fact, she was half naked. All this go to say that she had sighted my client from afar She immediately whispered to her house helps to cause confusion why she seduced my client. A case of rape is established against her here. With this, my lord, if I go ahead to quote this code of conduct, you will see that it is said that my client should always be kept in the island of liquid paraffin or in the cave of petroleum jelly. And that he should not live there except he is escorted by an experienced chemist. Having said that, my lord, I still maintain that my client, Mr. N. Sodium, is not guilty. Thank you.
My lord.
All them to stand before the court.
Mr.
Came between the two.
I don't care if you join. You fast. No!
Yes, considering the facts before me in this court today, here is my judgment. 1, Mr. Kemi, you are an incompetent chemist. You do not know the codes to work in this land. You are to leave this country immediately and your documents withdrawn with immediate effect. 2, you shall not be remembered in this land as ordinary chemist, but as the alchemist or magician chemist.
Yes.
3, Mr. Sodium here is to be kept in the island of liquid paraffin. He is hereby discharged and acquitted in this case.
My lord, please send Mr. N. Sodium to prison in my house.
That was the one.